All right, let's get into this Keke Palmer story. Because apparently she is being dragged because she decided to go off and do an interview with Jonathan Majors. Now, I didn't even know about this until I saw it floating around. Did the interview actually happen? I mean, not happen, but did it actually air or something? Because I would have been like, you know what, I might, just because I'm nosy, I might want to give it a gander and check it out. But apparently, yeah, the people's out here mad at her. So yeah, she may be the internet's favorite cousin, but it looks like there's about to be some familial infighting thanks to a rumored new interview with Jonathan Majors. So it hasn't aired, but there was an advertisement about it that I saw on social media. I thought it came out already. So yeah, Keke is facing major backlash at the report surface that Jonathan Majors will be a guest on her podcast. Baby, this is Keke Palmer. The speculation started when Pop Crave posted about the upcoming episode, though neither Palmer nor Majors officially confirmed it. Since the announcement came on April Fool's Day, some questioned its legitimacy, but the episode later appeared on the podcast's official page, seemingly confirming the news. Now, the reaction online was immediate and divided. Some fans didn't see an issue with Majors appearing on the podcast, arguing that anyone who disapproved could simply ignore the episode. And that's kind of like where I am with it. Like, okay, so she interviewed Jonathan Majors. Let her interview Jonathan Majors, just like Joe Rogan interviewed Mel Gibson. I don't like Mel Gibson. Did I go over there and watch Joe Rogan interview Mel Gibson? No. But as a pundit, he has every right to interview Mel Gibson, regardless of how problematic his behind is. Just like Keke Palmer has the right to interview who she wants to interview. You either can sit and watch it or don't. But the fact that y'all want to cancel somebody because they interviewed somebody that you don't like, it's ridiculous. It's the same thing how these, now I'm wondering where does the people that were the ones complaining about, remember we did the story about Tenoch Huerta Mejia, where he's getting to reprise his Namor role in Avengers Doomsday. But not Jonathan Majors. I already gave my reasons as to why that's not going to happen. But the thing is, Tenoch has not been found guilty of anything. This is a he said, she said situation. And the ex didn't go push forth with this whole case. So is it guilty until proven innocent? Is this what we doing? We the Minority Report now? So yeah, they said critics also, well, the reaction online was immediate. Where was it? Oh yeah, they said others, however, because I had to find my spot. However, were outraged, pointing to Major's recent conviction and questioning why Palmer, who has spoken about her own experience with DV, would offer him a platform. Critics also resurfaced past comments she made defending controversial figures, further fueling the backlash. And I think it was also that she defended R. Kelly back in the day or something or another. Somebody went and brought that up. They also said that, look, social media erupted with heated debates, with many slamming Palmer for aligning herself with Majors. Some brought up Michael Bakari Jordan's previous public support of the actor, questioning why celebrities continue to stand by him despite his legal troubles. Because I guess it's like, you know what, that's my friend. I'm not going to abandon somebody because of whatever their legal troubles is. They ain't do nothing to me. That's probably the way they thinking. Oh, he didn't put hands on me. I never seen him do it, but that's my friend, so I'm not going to abandon him in his time of need or whatever. And it's the same thing with Megan Good, who allegedly is now his wife. Didn't he reveal that she lost out on work opportunities because of her affiliation with him? So it's just a crazy world out here, the way people treat people once, they've done whatever the things that they've done. Even if you just associate with the person, you're kind of canceled. So yeah, at the same time, they said some people defended her, pointing out that she had apologized for past comments and that the podcast often focuses on discussions around accountability and growth. They also noted that other public figures have been forgiven for their missteps, calling out inconsistencies in how people react to different situations. One person tweeted, They said right on time, sis. She said, I mean this with no hate, but we do this with Keke every couple years. She surges, we say OMG, she's so cool. So many damn S's up in here. She surges, we say OMG, she's so cool, so great. Why don't we do this more? Question mark. Then she does something, hides, and we move on for a while until this happens again. I know for sure we did it with Nope and the BD stuff. BD meaning baby daddy. Then another person said, first Michael B. Jordan coming forward to publicly support him. Now Keke Palmer, a whole DV victim herself, lending her platform to Jonathan Majors, a man with a whole ass record of violence on women. Why are people rallying behind an effing woman abuser? Because, the whole thing about her past with Darius Jackson, but it seems like, look, they've come to a place where they become cordial and they worked it out. Then they brought up her 2018 interview on The Breakfast Club in which she defended R. Kelly and all his debauchery. In an iconic twist, that interview was also the very same one in which she detailed she was sexually intimidated by Trey Songz years prior and made to feel very uncomfortable during a music video shoot that she didn't consent to. So, with all of this, of course, this had people up in arms, and rightfully so. You have a right to be like, okay, sis, like you are so inconsistent in your situation and stuff. Now, do I agree with Keke Palmer having Jonathan Majors on her platform? It's not up to me to decide that. I mean, me personally, I won't be watching it unless people say it's really good, and I might, out of curiosity and because of me being in media, I might want to check it out. But I do hope that in this day and age, she is coming at it from a place of maturity. And it's like, I wasn't the way I was when I was 6 years ago, where I was like 25 and I spoke about, being positively about R. Kelly, which a lot of Black people, particularly a lot of women do. Y'all overlook all the things that R. Kelly did because, but he was a good musician. Oh, he did good songs. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm not sitting there. I can't support somebody because a lot of times the things he was doing to a lot of them girls, he put that in his music. It's not like you was this character over here with the music and then behind the scenes you was a completely different person. You was intertwining all those worlds. So that's why I can't get 110% behind somebody when they doing that. But I feel like if she comes I think people should probably watch it before they judge. But people be so quick the minute they see a picture, they want to start your little, debates and all this other stuff. And rightfully so, you could do that. But I would say, like, if you're curious or whatever the case is, check out the interview first, or get the highlights from your favorite blogger who watched it, or get the highlights from somebody with sense and not just being biased, or read whoever watches it. They do an article on it, and then take what you will from that. If you don't want to sit and watch through it. But I do feel like if I've done something in my past, I don't want to live there all the rest of my life. I should be allowed to learn from my mistakes, grow from the things that I've done, because I am a human. We're all human beings at the end of the day. And if he has done the work to make himself a better person, then why aren't we applauding that? Why are we just always expecting people to just remain the most horrible human being for the rest of their lives? We should be championing people to take the time to become better as human beings, instead of just throwing them out into, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I guess is what I would want to say in that term. It's like we should lift people up. There should be a moment where Jonathan Majors is put in the work. He's trying to be a better person. And if Keke Palmer's going to offer him a platform where he could show, like, yeah, I changed. And if Megan Good sees that he's changed, then why we can't accept the change? So I said all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding Jonathan Majors and Keke Palmer interviewing him? I haven't seen any clips, but if any pops up, I'll definitely check it out. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.